The Manchineel tree Hippomane mancinella is a species of flowering plant in the spurge family Euphorbiaceae. Its native range stretches from tropical southern North America to northern South America. The name Manchineel, sometimes spelled Manchineel or Manchineel, as well as the specific epithet mancinella, are from Spanish manzanilla, little apple, from the superficial resemblance of its fruit and leaves to those of an apple tree. It is also called beach apple. A present-day Spanish name is Manzanilla de la Muerte, little apple of death. This refers to the fact that Manchineel is one of the most toxic trees in the world. It has milky white sap that contains numerous toxins and can cause blistering. The sap is present in every part of the tree bark, leaves, and fruit. Description: Hippomane mancinella grows up to 15 meters, 49 feet tall. It has reddish-grayish bark, small greenish-yellow flowers, and shiny green leaves. The leaves are simple, alternate, very finely serrated or toothed, and 5 to 10 centimeters to 2–4 inches long. Spikes of small greenish flowers are followed by fruits, which are similar in appearance to an apple, are green or greenish-yellow when ripe. The fruit is poisonous, as is every other part of the tree. Distribution and habitat: Manchineel is native to the Caribbean, the U.S. state of Florida, the Bahamas, Mexico, Central America, and northern South America. The Manchineel tree can be found on coastal beaches and in brackish swamps, where it grows among mangroves. It provides excellent natural windbreaks, and its roots stabilize the sand, thus reducing beach erosion. All parts of the tree contain strong toxins. Its milky white sap contains phorbol and other skin irritants, producing strong allergic contact dermatitis. Standing beneath the tree during rain will cause blistering of the skin from mere contact with this liquid. Even a small drop of rain with the sap in it will cause the skin to blister. Burning the tree may cause ocular injuries if the smoke reaches the eyes. Contact with its milky sap latex produces bullous dermatitis, acute keratoconjunctivitis, and possibly large corneal epithelial defects. Although the fruit is potentially fatal if eaten, no such occurrences have been reported in the modern literature. Ingestion can produce severe gastroenteritis with bleeding, shock, and bacterial superinfection, as well as the potential for airway compromise due to edema. When ingested, the fruit is reportedly pleasantly sweet at first, with a subsequent strange peppery feeling, gradually progressing to a burning, tearing sensation and tightness of the throat. Symptoms continue to worsen until the patient can barely swallow solid food because of the excruciating pain and the feeling of a huge obstructing pharyngeal lump. In some parts of its range, many trees carry a warning sign, for example on Curea, while others are marked with a red X on the trunk to indicate danger. In the French Antilles, the trees are often marked with a painted red band roughly 1 meter 3 feet above the ground. Although the plant is toxic to many birds and other animals, the black-spined iguana Ctenosaurus similis is known to eat the fruit and even live among the limbs of the tree. The tree contains 12-DEOXY-5-hydroxyPHORBOL-6-gamma-7-alpha-oxide, hippomanins, mancinellin, and sapogenin. Fluorostophanol 24-methyl leather is present in the leaves, while the fruits possess physostigmine. A poultice of arrowroot Marantarundinacea was used by the Arawak and Taino as an antidote against such poisons. The Caribs were known to poison the water supply of their enemies with the leaves. Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon died shortly after an injury incurred in battle with the Calusa in Florida, being struck by an arrow that had been poisoned with Manchineel sap. Used despite the inherent dangers associated with handling it, the tree has been used as a source of wood by Caribbean furniture makers for centuries. It must be cut and left in the sun to dry the sap. To avoid dangerous contact with the poisonous parts, the tree may be burned at the base to fell it. On the 4th, a party of men were sent to cut wood, as the island apparently afforded plenty of that article. Amongst other trees, they unluckily cut down several of the Manchineel, the juice of which getting into their eyes rendered them blind for several days. one day being hugely tormented with mosquitoes or gnats, and as yet unacquainted with the nature of this tree, I cut a branch thereof to serve me instead of a fan. But all my face swelled the next day and filled with blisters, as if it were burnt to such a degree that I was blind for 3 days. The Manchineel apple has the smell and appearance of an English apple, but small, grows on large trees, generally along the seashore. They are rank poison. I am told that one apple is sufficient to kill 20 people. This poison is of such a malignant nature that a single drop of rain or dew that falls from the tree upon your skin will immediately raise a blister. Neither fruit or wood is of any use that I can learn. The Manchineel plant is one of the world's 10 most hazardous plants. It gives fruit, if consumed, can cause your throat to enlarge and close down entirely, blisters in your mouth, and even gastrointestinal issues. In Giacomo Meyerbeer's opera L'Africaine 1865, the heroine Celica dies by inhaling the perfume of the Manchineel tree's blossoms. In the story The Beckoning Hand, in the 1887 collection of that name by Grant Allen, a Manchineel, spelled Manchineel here, leaf is rolled in a cigarette in an attempt to poison a person. In the film Wind Across the Everglades 1958, a notorious poacher named Cottonmouth, played by Burl Ives, ties a victim to the trunk of a Manchineel tree, which a character explains as the only tree that carves its initials into you. The tree is recorded as the world's most dangerous tree by Guinness World Records.